Exact Track 4D showing that we're starting to catch a break from that winter storm down to the south. And I know you guys were just mentioning that strong winter storm in other parts of the country impacting some of the blood donations, but at least we're getting a little reprieve. However, a colder air mass building in throughout a good portion of the country. Now, given that we are behind when it comes to icing over some of the Great Lakes, we still have the potential for lake effect snow bands. Now, not quite as prevalent as what it has been in previous weeks, but we do have a little bit of snow that we're picking up in portions of the metro area on radar. Snow and ice. So you see that little blanket of snow, and some of this is just a very fine coating across lower Michigan. But the pink that you see here, that indicates where we do have ice cover, and it's very minimal across the Great Lakes. So we're talking less than 3%. This point of the season, probably somewhere between 10 and 15% would be closer to normal. So the lake effect potential will persist because of that Arctic air coming out of the north and going over all the open water, but it will be a little bit more prevalent up into the UP, west side of the state, all those very common areas that we've seen over the course of the last few weeks. 23 degrees at Metro, 13-mile-per-hour winds, making it feel like 11 out there. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at what those temperatures are. We have low to mid 20s and in and out of a few light snow showers. But these 20s, that's not what it feels like. We have these northwesterly wind gusts peaking anywhere between about 15 to 25 miles per hour. So this is what it feels like as you step outside. 9 in Pontiac, 9 in Flint, 11 in Monroe Metro Airport, 13 down in Adrian, same in Mount Clemens, 14 is what it feels like in Port Huron. So it's another chilly day for the kids heading off to school. We get into the mid to upper 20s this afternoon, but it's going to feel like the teens when you factor in the blustery conditions. So that wind chill forecast, well, it's going to take you to about 5 o'clock where we feel like we're in the teens. I'll fast forward real quickly heading into your Thursday because that's the coldest morning that we have on tap, where there's a good chance that at least some of our suburbs will be dropping below zero with the wind chills. And so you'll really want to be bundling up and limiting your time outside heading into Thursday. A lot of that has to do with some clearing, which means we get some sunshine Thursday. But winds start to shift by Friday out of the southwest, and that's going to make those wind chills feel more like air temperatures in the 20s. But that southwesterly flow will usher in a chance for some snow. So clouds and radar, you can see here that we have a few of those snow bands that kind of dance around the area and drop into southeastern Michigan tonight. And then we'll have a few more persisting heading into Wednesday afternoon. There's the clearing by Thursday morning, so the really cold wind chills, but we get a little sunshine working its way in. And then the snow will arrive coming in out of the southwest going into Friday afternoon and evening, and that's going to be a more widespread snowmaker for us. So let's talk temperatures as we're not to the coldest point of the season yet. We still have a little ways to go as we inch closer to March, but then those average highs will start to go upward. What we are starting to gain momentum with is the daylight time. So we've already passed the winter solstice, which means we're gaining a few minutes of daylight each and every day. Future forecast, well, we stay in the 20s all the way until about Friday, and then we'll get in the low 30s this weekend into early next week, which is closer to average, and those overnight lows will be on the chilly side as well.